Hello Libra, and welcome to your June 2022 Singles Love Reading. Libra, this is a general reading. This won't resonate with all of you, so please take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Feel free to check your other placements, your moon and rising signs, to see if there's more information in those for you. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Rudy, and this is Forest for the Trees. I appreciate y'all being here, and if you are returning, thank you for your trust, your support, your likes and subscribes, all your energies. I appreciate all you guys, so thank you very much. Let me scoot this over a little bit. Can't get everything in frame. I'm going to pull 3 cards for energy, overall energy, and I think these are all, no, they're not reversed. If they come out reversed, I'm not reading reversals in these. All right, so this is for Libra. This is for June 2022 singles. You could be newly single. Maybe you've never been in a relationship. Maybe you are dipping your toe back in after a long absence. Maybe you are just kind of seeing what's out there. Maybe you're thinking about getting in a relationship. You know, sometimes if we are, I always get messages saying, you know, you didn't read, there's nobody coming in. Well, sometimes we have homework to do. Sometimes we have things to do. We have to take care of ourselves. Sometimes our partner has to take care of themselves. So we have that energy also going into, it might not be exactly your time right now. We might have homework, or you might have homework you have to do in order to manifest, or order to move forward in the direction you want to move in. All right. One more shuffle for Libra singles 2022 June. Oh, thought that was going to come out. I'm an intuitive shuffler, so if that bothers you, I'm sorry, but I like to take the jumpers, and I like to take cards that just speak to me. That is just how I do it. All right, so we have transformation right in the middle. Beautiful. I think this is, I apologize for this. I had to move my camera, and this is, I can't get it back. All right, transformation. So we have change. We have change. We have things coming into metamorphosis, you know. Not the same person you were before. Not the same person you were when so-and-so knew you, or when, you know, you had that person as a partner, kind of. You have crafty. So this speaks double for me. It talks about you being very, not shrewd, but very sure in knowing kind of what you want in a relationship or in a partner. Knowing you're kind of honing in and pinpointing, like you have your eye on somebody or somebody's, kind of watching, kind of not in a creepy, weird way, but kind of watching, kind of, you know, laying low and watching, seeing how things play out, maybe seeing how, if they're walking the talk type of thing, you might be talking to somebody. It's that kind of like the high priestess, kind of like the inner knowing, trusting your gut instincts, but it's not in a, you're not being deceitful. It's not, you're not pretending you're somebody you're not energy. On the flip side of this, since it is on the left side, it could be where, you know, lessons learned from past relationships, you're taking that with you into the future, knowing the red flags when they pop up. It's like kind of keeping one up on somebody. Like, I know that, I've seen that, I know that move kind of energy, you know. So that could work either way. And then we have time. This is just talking about, you know, giving something time, having patience with a relationship, with a person. This I see as cyclical, as the moon cycles. You know, it's going to take time. It's going to take at least a month. Give something at least a month before you commit. Give something at least a month before you say, oh, I love them, or I love her, or I love them, or we're married, or whatever. Give something time. Again, get to know somebody. You're not the same person you were back in the past. You've really transformed. You're growing. You still have growing to do. We all do. That's why we're here. I always say this is Earth School, and we're here to learn. But there's, you know, it's cyclical, and it is a, you know, a moon phases are a month, 28 days. So something about that time. Since it is a moon card, well, a card on time, and there are moons on it. We have June 14th, we have a full moon in Sagittarius, and then I think it's a super full moon. Don't quote me on that. And June 29th, a new moon in Cancer. So that could have some significance to you for the month of June. So that's just a heads up. Alrighty, let's see what the tarot has to say. For Libra, for June singles reading 2022. I've pre-shuffled everything too, so I'm not going to bridge shuffle too much. All right. Beautiful star card. We have the High Priestess. Hey, what did I say? I mentioned her earlier. And Page of Swords. Now, I say her, he, him, you know, it is, the pictures on the card depict the you know, blatantly a female or blatantly a male. They can be either or. And if you're a guy watching this and the High Priestess shows up, it's just talking about getting in touch with your innerness, your trusting your gut instincts, trusting yourself. The High Priestess, male or female. It is, you know, not gender specific. It's just, I have a tendency, like if it's a Queen of Cups, I have a tendency to say she, or it can be a he with the feminine tendencies, or with a more reserved, not like a king would be, you know, we're going to go after it, we're going to do it, we're going to take action. The Queen's going to be like, let's just kind of sit back and see how this plays out, or let's just kind of see how this goes energy, right? So that's what I mean when I do that, and I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, anybody. So, all right, guys, we have the Star. The Star is your wish card, and it's under Crafty. So this tells me one of two things or more, but that, you know, possibly the relationship you're coming out of, or that you thought you had, or you had for a while, you thought maybe it was going to be the one and it wasn't. And with the Crafty card and the Star card, it just tells me that you've learned lessons learned, not that they won't be repeated, and not that you might not have to learn more, but lessons learned. But now you're reaching for what you know you want. It's almost like, I almost feel like you were reaching for something that wasn't obtainable. And I know with the Star card, that's kind of the whole point. But now I feel like you can see, or you know what you want is in reach. You know what you want is doable. You know what you want is going to be there. You know what you want is creating or being created, and you can pull it down. You believe in yourself. You believe in the power of your wishes and your dreams and all of that. And you know that you can put it out to the universe, and the universe will answer, is basically what I'm feeling. Maybe you did not know that in the past. Maybe you did not know that coming into when you started a relationship with anybody. We have the High Priestess, again, talks about knowing your inner strength, trusting your gut. I just feel like you've been there, done that. Again, you've been around the block a time or two, maybe not. If you haven't, you have this ability to have this discernment of knowing, almost like knowing a person, or knowing a situation, or knowing, sorry, my dog's pawing me, knowing a, like a truth from a truth, or a lie from a lie, you know, knowing that energy. And it's just talking to you about trusting your instincts, trusting your gut, trusting your knowledge. There's a scroll, which I can't move my hand because I have it on my dog. There's a scroll right there, and it's the knowledge. It's the knowledge you've learned. It's like, I've wrapped it up for right now. I know where it's at. I can look at it. I can glance back at it. But right now, I really need to just trust myself. I really need to, you know, isn't that what love is all about? You kind of go out on a limb. Now, again, under the transformation, you know the red flags. You know, you've learned it with the Crafty. You know the red flags. You kind of know what to look for. You kind of know the person that, you know, maybe you're attracted to a certain kind of person, like, oh, I can heal them, or, oh, I can change them, or, oh, they'll change for me type of person. And now you know better. Now you know, if it's a leopard, it's not going to change its spots. If it says something, it is, chances are it is what it is. Time and Page of Swords. Page of Swords can talk about, it can talk about a new person coming in, definitely. It can talk about an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, which is you. It could talk about you being new to this, you being, testing the waters, so to speak, communicating with somebody. You could be talking to somebody. starting the communication, starting learning somebody, to, you know, talking about somebody. This can also be a card that talks about a past person in your life, maybe still stalking you, or still trying to communicate with you, or still trying to check on you on social media and do all the things, you know. That's a possibility too. It could be somebody new coming in. It could be you testing the waters, you talking to a new person with the Page of Swords. So that's a possibility also. Or you could be hearing from somebody. Somebody could be making a phone call or email or text. You could hear from somebody even that might be interested in you. Swords are really analytical. They're really thought-provoking. They like to talk. I mean, you could stay up for hours talking to this person. There's the Hangman, Nine of Wands, and Six of Swords. Beautiful. So the Hangman under the star and crafty talks about, again, it goes really beautiful with the transformation. It's really going within in the High Priestess. I feel, Libra, if nothing else through this time, either alone or with a partner that didn't work out, it's like if I did nothing, I've learned more about myself. If I've done nothing, I've learned more about myself than I ever would have if this hadn't have happened, or if I hadn't have gone through this. And it's kind of taking a pause, and it's taking stock, and it's kind of thinking, you know, you could be talking to somebody and it might be getting a little serious, or it might be getting a little, do we want to take it to the next level? And you might have to go within. It's like, is this what I really want? Is this the relationship I really want? Am I afraid of the relationship because it's not right for me? Am I listening to the red flags? Am I listening to the warning signs around me? Or is it in my mind? Is it in my thoughts? Am I creating it myself? We have the Nine of Wands, and this talks about, again, you could be through a lot. You could have gone through a lot of partners. You could have gone through a lot of, I love the belt buckle. You could have gone through a lot of relationships, but you're standing strong. You're holding firm in your beliefs of what you want is out there. That star card, you're holding firm in that belief that this person exists. I always think of Practical Magic when she's placing a spell, or whatever, I can't remember how she's doing it, but talking about making the perfect man because she knew he wouldn't exist, you know, flipping a pancake, or something about a star, and riding a pony backwards, and all the things, and that person did exist. So you know that there is a person out there for you. You know that there is a right fit for you, and you're not giving up hope. You're braving the battle. You're holding strong. And the thing too with the nine is the end of a cycle. You're coming to the end of a cycle. You're coming to a completion. You know, something new can begin with the nine. So you take your lessons learned. You take your the wisdom that you've learned. You're more content. It's like, okay, I can see how this is working now. I can hang in a little bit longer. You know, I can do this. So you're hanging in. You're wounded. You've been hurt. But you're learning. Again, the High Priestess and transformation. You're learning all this. This is all your inner knowledge, all your inner knowing. And then we have time with Page of Swords, and then the Six of Swords. This is beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful. I love her artwork. Cat Black. I love her artwork. Six of Swords is about moving on. Six of Swords is about taking your knowledge and going forward with it. It's about, I feel almost with this card, it's like we can move out. We can go on. We can, you know, push off the deck, so to speak, or push off the what is that called? The bank, and move out. The swords are in a bucket, so they're contained. So I feel like your thoughts are contained. You have given a lot of thought to who you want to attract into your life. They are contained. They are precise. They are honed in. They are all in that You know, you've given thought to this. You've given thought to this. And even with a new person coming in, or if this is your past person trying to come back in, it's like you've thought all that through and you're ready to kind of move out of that waters. This could be the new person coming in. And it's like, you know, we're talking, we're going to give it time, we're going to see how it goes. You're comfortable right now, and you are very, you know, you're in your element for one thing with the swords. But you are also feeling contentment, and you're feeling a sense of accomplishment, I feel, Libra, with your life right now. And, you know, have you ever been on a boat on a lazy summer day or a spring day, and it's just so calming and soothing, and that's kind of how you feel. All right, we have the Hangman, the Star, and Crafty. Pull a clarifier for you. Hangman, Star, and Crafty. 7 of Wands. Again, kind of like the 9 of Wands. This is talking about your boundaries. Again, with the Crafty, with knowing red flags, with knowing past relationships, with knowing how people are working, learning how people are working, I guess I should say, coming into this obtainable goal of yours to meet the person that you're destined to meet, or that you know that is out there. You still have boundaries, and you are very firm, just like the 9 of Wands. You're very firm on your boundaries. You're very firm on standing your ground. There's things you just don't tolerate. There's things you will not tolerate. And you don't care who they are, or how sweet and wonderful, or how much you care for them. It could be, you know, you might want somebody that doesn't smoke or drink, and you're adamant. It's like, no, that's not happening. And they say, well, I only drink this, or I only smoke that. You know, standing your ground, really being, I mean, you're very firm. You're Libra, for one thing. And I'll tell them where other placements are in your chart, but you are very, very firm and adamant about certain aspects of your life, you know. Could be very much that you don't, you know, you're not married, you're not in a relationship, you're not with somebody, you're not cheating on somebody. You know, you have a myriad of boundaries, and you're going to hold through to them and hold true to them. And you're not settling. You just don't settle. Libra doesn't settle. 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, and Transformation. Beautiful Knight of Cups. So again, here you have somebody coming into your life. It could be the Swords. It could not be. It could be somebody totally different. Different type of energy. This person is more romantic. This person is more caring and thoughtful and kind and generous. Could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer coming in, offering you, it doesn't have to be love, but it can be friendship. It can be like, hey, let's go do something. Hey, let's go have fun. Energy here. Again, it's cups. It's fluid. It flows. It feels like you're comfortable. You're in a comfortable spot. It could be who you're with here. It could be somebody that's a good talker, a good listener. The Swords are a good talker. I would say the Knight of Cups would be a very good listener. Somebody that is very much you know, is there for you, is pays attention, you know, pays attention. And they could be offering you, again, friendship that could turn into something. I mean, right now you don't know, but it could be somebody you already know even, and it could be, you know, come walk with me, or come here with me, or come do this with me, come walk this path with me, right? And see where it goes. So we have 6 of Swords, we have the Page of Swords. And 2, between the Knight and the Page, this person has more immaturity, and this person is more adult. They're not grown, they're not a king yet, but they are, you know, they've lived more, they've experienced more, they've had more life lessons. So we have 6 of Swords, Page of Swords, and Time for Libra. And we have the 3 of Wands. So you're ready to make a move. You're ready to move forward. It's like, you know, again, with the Hangman and the the Hangman and the High Priestess in Transformation, it's like you've already made your mind up. You know you have lessons to learn, and you have things to do, and things you need to do in your life. We all have that. But you're ready to grow. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to find you know, a person. You're ready to find somebody, right? Somebody to hang with, somebody to do things with, somebody to have some fun with. It doesn't have to be all the diamond rings and the roses, right? At all. It's just companionship, partnership, friendship, you know, that can lead into something. There could be, especially with the Three of Wands, there could be people that you're interested in, that you could be talking to, that you could be sort of casting your net to see what you get back. That's a possibility also, as my voice just cracked. All right, so we have the Love Story Oracle. Flips all over the place. This one came out, so we're going to put it codependency. Goes really good, I think, with the crafty. It's like knowing what's out there, knowing what you don't want, knowing you don't want somebody attached at the hip. You don't want somebody that's going to be questioning your every move, somebody that is going to be calling you insistently, nonstop, 24/7. Where were you? Why didn't you answer? You know, you don't want that. You know what you don't want. You know, maybe you haven't been down that road, but it's like, you know enough. Again, coming right over the Seven of Wands. It's part of your boundaries. I know what I don't want. It's part of the crafty. I've seen those people. I know those people. You know, no one's going to control a Libra. So we have flirt. And again, it goes really well because it came out over the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups would be a great flirt. They would be very romantic and very sweet and kind. And it's okay to flirt. It's okay to you know, have fun. Have fun. There's choices. There's opportunities out there. You're very grounded and centered, Libra, in this reading. So it's like you can afford to go flirt. You know where you're going to go with it. You're not going to lead people on, or you're not going to tease people, I guess is the right word. But it's okay to flirt. All right, one more card for Libra. It's a long reading. All right. Back to what you love. Back to what you love. Reevaluate your desires. And again, I think very well you're doing that with the Hangman. You're doing that with Crafty. You're doing that with the High Priestess. Knowing what you like, what you don't like. You've got that with the Seven of Wands, setting up your boundaries. Nine of Wands, staying grounded, staying where you know. It's like, I've done it for so long, I'm going to keep doing it because I know it's going to pay out. I know it will pay out. Standing your ground, knowing what you know, you're doing it. You're back to what you love. You're back to, and it can be back to loving yourself even, Libra. You could be back to loving yourself, which is huge because, you know, as well as I do, you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else, right? Alrighty. Good luck to you. I love the path that this person is on, going forward to all the colors. And I think too, whatever you love to do, if you like to play music, if you like to draw, if you like to paint, if you like to sing, if you like to dance, go back to what you love. Kind of don't focus on love itself. Love is love, right? It can be love for instruments, love for music. It can also lead you to like-minded people and lead you in that direction of people that you want to be around. All right? Good luck to you. Take care. Be blessed. If you're interested, I do weekly readings. I put them out every Saturday. For the week ahead, they're health, career, finance, and love. So they're kind of a little snippet of the week ahead. If you're interested, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you will not miss any of my postings. Libra, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, be healthy, and until next month, bye for now.